My name is Rob Wallace. I am your life coach and spiritual mentor, and this is Self-Love with Law of Attraction. Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to Module 19 of your Self-Love and Law of Attraction course. We are almost there, folks. We're almost at the end of the course. And today's topic is called, What is your net worth? Now, we're following on from a similar discussion of the last module, which is going to get you to focus on you asking yourself, what are you worth to yourself? Okay? What is your net worth? Now, people always talk about net worth in regards to money, in regards to how rich is a person. And a lot of people try and define themselves by what they're worth physically. For example, do they have a home that they own? Do they have a certain amount of money? Do they have a job that's providing a high enough income? You know, how many friends does a person have? They try to define themselves by their family. They try to define themselves by their lover. All of these things people use to define themselves in terms of self-worth, your net worth. And before we finish this course, I want to really bring it all together and get you to ask yourself, what is your net worth? I want you to go inside yourself now and do not look outside yourself. Look inside yourself and try and figure out, what is your net worth? What are you worth to yourself through yourself? What is it within you that defines your wealth? Okay? Because we all want wealth. We all want to be rich because we believe being rich makes us happy. We believe that being rich will give us that sense of security. We believe that being rich could really buy us love sometimes. Some people believe that. What is it within you? What is it deep, deep within you that defines your richness? And that's a really profound thing to ask you to do. Now, you already know the answer to this because I've given you the answer throughout the module. But I want you to go inside yourself and ask yourself from this angle, what is your self-worth? Now, for example, a lot of people, like I just said, would define their self-worth in terms of material things like riches. And what's the one thing a lot of people would really desire? It's to win the lottery, right? Many people would love to win the lottery. They want to win the jackpot. Many people would love to find treasure. They would love to hit the jackpot. Many people would love to live on top of an oil field or a gold mine or a diamond mine. You see? Everybody wants to hit that jackpot. Everybody wants to hit that aim. They want to hit the bullseye, right? They want to get that perfect aim and hit the jackpot. You following me here? Now, I'm going to move away from Neville Goddard and I want to explore the teachings of a wonderful spiritual teacher called Thomas Troward. Thomas Troward was an Englishman. He came from the same era, roughly the same era as Neville Goddard. He is part of what we know now as the New Thought movement, which came about in the 1900s. Now, Thomas Troward took it a level deeper than Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard was wonderful, went into some really profound stuff. But Thomas Troward, he's the one that opens up your mind to get you to look inside yourself, okay? He's the one that tells you to get into the spirit. And Thomas Troward basically tells you that every single esoteric teaching you are ever taught, all of it, points towards the one true law, the one true richness that is within you. And that richness that's within you is the realization that the creation of reality is created by you. It's created by your imagination. And your imagination, as I've already discussed, is the creative power behind all creation. This is what many teachers have taught us, including law of attraction, including the teachers that came before the law of attraction movement, and from teachers that stem way back into antiquity. We have the wonderful Hermetic philosophies. Well, don't let that big word create confusion. The Hermetic philosophies even said, if you do not make yourself equal to God, you cannot apprehend God. Now, they weren't talking from a Christian point of view. They were just talking from a natural, matter-of-fact point of view. Now, I'm going to retranslate that, okay? Because I used the word God, and the word God, for some people, has a really confusing point of view because of mainstream Christianity, right? When we talk of God, at least when I myself talk of God and all the teachers that came before me talk of God, we are not talking about something that's separate from yourself. You need to understand this. A lot of people think it's themselves, and then there's God, or the one creative force that runs through all of creation. And like I said, you can call that one force whatever you like. You don't have to call it God. You can say the great creator. You can say the great architect of the universe. You can say source energy. You can say universe. You can even say yourself. What I want to get through to you folks in terms of knowing your net worth is that you are at one with the Creator. You as a human being are creating with the highest part of yourself, which is the Creator. When you rely only on your ego, you're not working with the Creator, okay? You're then allowing the outside reality to create for you. And that's not what you want to do. You can reverse that. And you can then be in charge of creating your reality. You see? If the one true source, which I'm going to use the word God, like I say, you can use whatever name you like. Okay? That one source is infinite expression. I want you to think of that word infinity. Nothing can sit outside of infinity. Infinity knows no borders. Infinity has no outside because infinity is forever, right? So whatever infinity creates sits within infinity, okay? Because infinity is the creation. You are one infinite expression of the great infinite. You're not part of the expression. It's not infinity plus creation. Infinity is creation. See the difference? And from that logical point of view, you, as the Hermetic philosophies teach you, you are an active participant in creation. We're not saying that you're a God unto yourself that sits above all others. That's not what we're saying. We are saying that the entire infinite field of creation equally contains infinite possibility within itself. You see, every human being has that potential. It's a choice whether they choose to exercise that potential or not. And that potential within you, the great creative power within you, is your riches. That is your net worth, your jackpot, your gold mine, your wealth is you, because you contain that infinite creative power within you to create whatever it is you want. I advise you to create from the vibration of love, but you can create whatever you like, okay? But when you realize that the great infinite is love, then you realize that your net worth is love. That's your identity, it's your creative power, it's your home, it's your health, it's your wealth, it's your family, it's your everything. Love is your everything. You are love, and love is your net worth. Love is your ultimate bank account. Have you deposited much into love? That is, how much are you depositing into yourself? How much are you investing in yourself? How often is your bank growing? And how much are you giving to others? What's your input and what's your output? What's your income and what's your outgoings? What's your income, as in, are you bringing enough in to fulfill yourself? And what's your outgoings? Are you spending it wisely and constructively, as the wonderful Joseph Murphy says? Are you giving constructively? Are you giving to build a better reality for other people? Because when you build a better reality for other people, my friend, you're ultimately building a better reality for yourself. That's what we call self-serving. Self-serving in the negative sense is when you don't give and all you want to do is take. Or the opposite way, self-serving is if all you do is give and refuse to take. You see? Because if all you're going to do is take, all of a sudden that's going to dry up and there's not going to be a lot to take because you're not giving enough output. You see? And I've explained what you must do to output. You must invest in yourself so that you can output constructively. And by building a better reality for others, you're building a better reality for yourself. And that way, you're going to gain higher inputs to your divine bank account, okay? And that divine bank account must work like all other bank accounts. There must be a healthy output of investment into the reality which you see in front of you. And in return, you're going to receive investments into yourself, because it's you that's investing in the world, because you are investing in yourself. You see? It's all you, because you are love. Invest in yourself, folks, because by investing in yourself, you are going to be so rich that you are going to be able to invest in physical reality by giving, because you're going to be so rich, you're going to be infinitely rich, that you will realize that no matter how much you give out, you're going to have infinite wealth to give out into the world. And when you invest in yourself to make yourself infinitely rich, you are going to receive wealth in return, okay? And this starts by you investing in yourself. So I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, what is your net worth? and I've given you the answer. Don't be afraid to check your divine balance. Always observe your divine balance. What is your balance? Are you balanced? Or are you leaning to one side by only taking? Or are you leaning to the other side by only giving? You must do both. You must give to yourself so that you're going to be rich enough to give. Okay? What is your divine balance? Make sure that divine balance is healthy. Okay? And so today's exercise is, I want you to create your very own divine bank account. Okay? And it's going to be the usual format. I want you to create 2 columns. What is your outgoings and what is your income? Okay? What are you giving out and what are you putting into yourself? What are you receiving and what are you putting into yourself? You're a divine banker. You are the divine accountant. It's not about keeping it. Okay? You are the divine accountant. You need to be aware of how much you're investing in yourself and you need to be aware of what you're giving out. Make sure that this flow of divine energy is flowing in and out in a healthy manner. Make sure that not one side is dominating the other. Okay? Make sure the wealth is flowing freely. Okay? Wealth flows through you. Wealth does not stagnate within you. You do not hoard. Okay? You do not withhold. You receive to give. But you can't give if you don't receive, you see. You can't give if there's no income. And the income comes from yourself. The income comes from you investing in you. You see? So when I'm asking you to create your divine bank account, I want to know, what are you doing to give to others? And also, what are you doing to invest in yourself so that you can be rich enough to give to others? Rich enough not only in material possessions, but rich enough in spirit, rich enough in energy, rich enough with emotional intelligence to keep your divine account balanced. Okay? Have fun with this exercise, folks, because what it should tell you is where you might need to work on maintaining your divine account balance, okay? To keep it in check so that what's coming in and what's going out does not affect the healthy divine account balance of your divine bank account, okay? Remember, you've got to be full of use to be useful. You can't be full of less use and be useful. You need an account full of use so that you can be of use. Okay, folks? This concludes Module 19, my beautiful friends. We are almost there in Module 20, and I can't wait to meet you there, folks. Have a wonderful day. God bless. I'll speak to you real soon. Bye-bye.